Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Uh, it's the Truth Serum, and thank you for joining. First and foremost, I thank you for the support of the channel, the like button, notification, and all that. We have a lot of fun over here. And of course, you heard my editorial and videos about Batavia Downs and what happened with that tragic incident over there and everything else that has gone on. And so, geez, I wonder how they would reply to my editorials on social media. I'm just guessing. I wonder what their reaction would be to people doing editorials on them. Hey, Jimbo Slice, Michael Candinas, are you ready for this one, guys? Good morning, everybody. So, of course, the Facebook video blew up about the tragic incident and everything that happened. And then I did the one about the room incident and all that. And geez, I wonder how Batavia Downs would react to that. All right, let's check this out. Ta-da! I walk in. Now, I was waiting for this to happen. I thought this would happen after I posted that video about the tragic incident where that officer lost his life there. I thought it would be coming the next day. I thought this letter would be coming. Due to your actions, conduct, and comments, an administrative decision has been made to exclude you from our facility. We will no longer tolerate your rude and unwelcome behavior at our facility. False. You are excluded indefinitely. Ladies and gentlemen, that's like the devil telling you you're excluded from hell. So that's their reply. Comments, I thought there was freedom of speech. What were my actions? This is all gibberish. What was my conduct? I don't bother nobody. I don't harm anybody. I sit down. I chill out. I don't do nothing. This harassment, as I said before, has been going on for years. So just like you heard in the media a while back when I was on Facebook, where I did about the investigations about where all the funds were going and that in-house and all that, the state attorney general, all that. And I did editorials on that, and they continued to harass me. And then they had these sexual allegations going on and all that, which they'll just write the check. We won't hear anything else about that in the news media because they will most likely just pay off those girls that made those allegations. And then, because I do social media and editorial, and I speak on what goes on over there, they don't like it. I thought this letter would be coming a lot earlier. You can't go on the properties or you'll be held for trespassing. Well, listen, Batavia Downs, what do you think? I'm going to put a disguise on and try to enter that hell again? What do you think? There's 8 million real casinos that are all over the planet in this area where you're just treated normally. Normal to me is just not being harassed. Just give me normal and without being harassed. So that's good old Batavia Downs. That's the root of divorces, bankruptcies, and people embezzling on their companies and suicides and everything else. That's what they're promoting over there. They're acting like they're prissy, some innocent, upstanding organization. And what they're doing is ruining people's lives that got that are blowing their money gambling. Now, I know that a person is a big boy. They're adults. And if they lose their money, that's too bad. I understand that. In defense of Batavia Downs, yeah, hey, Joe, they're people. They do what they want. I understand that. But at the end of the day, it's still the outcome of it. Hey, Philly Bob and Paul D 412. So that's the letter. Due to your actions, conduct, and comments, an administrative decision has been made to exclude you from Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel. We will no longer tolerate your rude and unwelcome behavior at our facility. Wow. Really? Freedom of speech? Freedom of speech? They ran me around the other night, and this unwelcome behavior was proved wrong. Was proved wrong by their own Barney Fife security guard that couldn't find it on, that the girl said I videotaped her. It was proved wrong. Is that unwelcome? Geez, folks, I've been barred from Batavia Downs Hicksville Casino out in Mayberry. Geez, cry me a river. Freedom of speech, huh? Freedom of speech. Yes, Mr. Bloodwater, they kicked me out based on my freedom of speech. And they've been discriminating on me and harassing me forever. Forever. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. I only got 10%. Oh, I forgot to plug all this in. So that's that. Hilarious. But of course, I'm going to try to find legal actions and remedies against them to file a lawsuit against them for harassment and discrimination and unfounded stuff. So everything's upside down. And they also watched my political things before, which, political New York State politics, whoa. On the political side of it, that's a whole other animal to unpack. So hold on one second, folks. I got to get the cord to charge this in. Buy stocks. Hold on 1 second. Forgive me. I gotta plug this in. Folks, so I could get some charge on here. Get this thing set up correct, so we can talk for a spell. All right. Forgive me, folks. Let's see if we're on here. Let's see if we can do this the right way. All right, hold on. What the heck? Forgive me. What's going on here? Ta-da! We're on. All right. That's that. Forgive me. The light behind me, we'll get it all right. Let's see. I missed some. Dressed like an Amish. I want, but I'm not jonesing to go back into that dump. Okay, let's get that established first. I'm not jonesing to go back in there. I self-excluded for a year. I self-excluded, and I was gonna self-exclude again because I knew after those social media things went on that I put on, I knew I could figure them out. Please, I could figure them out. Yeah, they block you up. I do my channel, talk show, and that's what I do. And it's a fun hobby of mine. I enjoy life. I like to have fun. I like to have fun. So that's that. I mean, yeah. Uh, yeah, now I'm getting people saying, "What happened? What happened over there? What happened?" So, if I get legal representation, file a lawsuit, I do. If not, then I'm, it is what it is. There's other ways I'm gonna, carry on from here. I mean, mm, I didn't. I was gonna sign out again anyways, because I knew that was coming. I walked in there this morning. I knew I wasn't gonna make it. I thought this was gonna happen last week after I did the editorial about what happened to the police officer in there, that tragic accident. Well, it wasn't an accident, it was just chaos. I thought the next day they were gonna bar me. I thought that, the next day, I thought. I didn't think I was going to make it by the security post. And I was wondering, geez, they're going to wait for me to sit at a slot machine, then come up and say, oh, yeah, come with me. But they waited. So after I did that video yesterday, then I knew today when I went in this morning that I knew something was going to happen. And I tried to record it. I I I put my phone right on the security podium and I tried to record it, and it was cold outside walking in there and everything. And of course I screwed it up, but it wasn't much to say anything. I just said thank you and have a nice day. That's all. There wasn't really nothing to capture. It was just excuse me, here's a letter, bye bye. Thank you, Lucifer. Have a good day. Thank you. Oh no, please don't give me a letter. Oh no, I want to come in here, Batavia Downs. Oh, please don't bar me. I was signing out anyways, like I did last year. I signed out for a year. I self-excluded. What are they so self-pompous and like what? So that's what you have over there. That ill of society. Where's the money that goes back into the community? Is that a public corporation or a private corporation, that casino? There's been so many investigations from the AGs and the state and whatever, but you hear about it in the news and then it just dissipates. And so, yeah. Yeah, they blow my phone up. I need a lawyer to blow my phone up and get these harassment and discrimination charges filed. That's what I need. That's what I need. A lawyer that wants to rock and roll. But in this area, it's so political that they're little pencil neck wimps that don't want to take a shot on something. That's what you're up against in this Twilight Zone, Western New York. That's what you're up against in this political saturated area of New York and Western New York. There's no lawyer that'll say, yeah, come on, let's get rocking and rolling. We take a shot, no big deal, win or lose, take a shot. They're just all pencil neck Pee Wee Hermans that just want to stay in their lane and don't ruffle no feathers and everything else. That's what you're dealing with here. If I find one that takes it, that's fine. If I don't, I'm not going to lose any sleep on it. That's all. I got other things in life. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy doing my channel, and we're gonna have 1,000 subscribers before long, and then we're gonna have 10,000, and then we're gonna rock and roll, and we're just gonna keep rocking. That's all. We're gonna keep on rocking in the free world, like Neil Young said. Keep on rocking in the free world. You folks that don't live in New York State and you see the politics and what goes on and what's happened in these casinos all over the state, bizarre. It's the world of the El Bazaar. So thank you, Philly Bob. That's that. Like I say, the world is a vampire. They're vampires. They want all your money. They want your underwear and socks. And then while they're doing that, they want to harass you and discriminate against you also. Just keep paying out those lawsuits and keep paying the plaintiffs, and just they must pay them off and then give them a gag order. Well, here's your settlement, but there's a gag order connected to it, and you can't speak on it after they settle. That's how that legal process goes. That's all right. I won't say a word. I wouldn't say a word. Pay off the suit, and then that's fine. We both go our own ways. That's all there is to it. Very simple stuff. Yeah. Due to your comments, my comments, I was speaking facts that just ruffled their feathers. I'm speaking facts. But they have a right to have who or whatnot they want on their property to go in their doors. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it doesn't mean that you can violate their constitutional rights when you allow them onto your property. When you allow them into your casino, then they still maintain their constitutional rights. Easy stuff. Because you have a right to say who comes and goes on there. Yeah, it's no problem. Yeah, you could say whoever you want in there or don't want in there. Yeah, okay. But once you let them in, it doesn't give them a green light to harass you and discriminate against you and violate your First Amendment rights. What is that? Freedom of speech? I don't know. Do I still live in the United States of America? I don't know. I don't know. I better get the GPS. Mo Alley, just doing a little follow up in case you missed. Letter from Batavia Downs. Due to your actions, conduct, and comments, an administrative decision has been made to exclude you from Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel. They have barred me from hell. The Diablo has sent me a letter and says, you're barred from hell. So now should I cry a river or what? And don't come trespassing on our property either. Okay. All right. Yeah, right away. That's how they roll over there, folks. That's the political and casino New York State game that they have over there. You file a lawsuit, stand in line, because there's many lawsuits against these places, and they pay them off, keep quiet, and they keep rocking out like they do, and they don't care. They're making tens and hundreds of millions of dollars. They're not going to change the ways that they roll in there. I'm not even sure if you'll see bouncers in there after what happened in that tragic incident. I'm not even sure there will be bouncers in there on these busy nights or any day where the patrons should be safe. They'll pay off the lawsuits and just do what they do. And if you go on social media and call them out on it, they'll bar you from their place. That's all there is to it. So that's that. That circus they call Batavia Downs. So what else we got this morning? What else? So if I could find a legal mind, like I said before, somebody that wants to do that, um, file the paperwork and just put a precedent in place. Just put a precedent in place that I have filed a lawsuit. Win or lose, just have that precedent in place to set a standard. Terms, you know what I mean. So Canada, wow, yeah, Canada. They're using Marxist tactics. They're using. I know my video's breaking up. My video's breaking up. Yeah. They got control of that too. Have you noticed that they're systematically speaking that the citizens are losing their rights at an accelerated rate? Freedom of speech. I do social media editorials about the casino, and boom, you're gone. And that's that. So, when a society loses its ability to speak on things that are happening in front of them, and some tragic incidents that happen, and you are stripped of your ability to comment and reply on them, and if you do, you will be excluded from the premises. They don't care. They don't care about the United States of America. They don't care about your constitutional rights. They don't care. All they do is go to court and settle these lawsuits, and they don't care. You can't hear me now? What's going on here? What's going on? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me now? What, are they censoring me now? Yeah. Come on, Mauricio, get it together, bro. All right. Thanks, Mauricio. Thank you, bro. So what I was saying is they're systematically under Gestapo tactics where we're supposed to feel comfortable losing our rights. I wonder if there's closed caption on here. We're going to need closed caption. Yeah. Oh, all right. So anybody else that can't hear me beside Mauricio, just let me know, because maybe he's having problems on his end. So, so society is supposed to systematically accept, little by little, you're being stripped of your constitutional rights, the amendments and everything. I mean, so you're supposed to get used to it, little by little by little. And when you can't voice freedom of speech on social media, and it's happened with huge platforms on social media with millions of subscribers. It's happened. So I do a talk show, I do editorials, and they don't like it over there, and that's what happens. Do I have an actionable lawsuit against them? I don't know. I'd like to take a shot at them and file one, as I discussed earlier and in prior videos. Whether that will come to fruition or not is another story. So, because it's so politically infested that, you know, that these lawyers and this concentrated area is nobody wants to touch them because that's a political party headquarters, New York State. That's a that that there that's the camp of the political party there, and it's so politically driven there that lawyers or anybody else, unless they're a real aggressive lawyer and wants to just be a man, not a pencil neck lawyer that's afraid to say, "Oh, I'm afraid to take your case, Joe, and file a suit again." You're going to get those little wimps. Then a young, aggressive, good-looking lawyer that says, "Come on, let's rock and roll. Win or lose, let's rock and roll. Let's look and see what you got here, Joe." Boom, boom, boom. That's not afraid of that political machine. That's that. So, uh, yeah, we got the connection. We got the cord plugged in, so we can get some power over here. So yeah, and I was taught to stick up for myself when I'm right, and because the world is out there, and got to deal with so much stuff and things, and you got to process it and then figure out what you're gonna do. Yeah, they're a pain in the butt, and yeah, it's frustrating and all that, but you still have to rock on and enjoy that. Okay, that's going on over there. All right, I'll deal with that as the best I can. But then we got to do our just regular life and everything. And I'm gonna meet some people at a real casino later on. See some old friends, good for the soul. And you walk into the Batavia Downs, they got all these cameras, and it's just like they've been on top of me for so long, just beating down on me, harassing me. And you walk in there, the second I walk in there, I could feel the eyes on all these cameras, and enough is enough. That's why I self-excluded before. And I was gonna self-exclude. No, I thought they were gonna give me this letter after I did the video about when that officer lost his life. I thought this letter was coming the next day. But they waited until they gave me that whacked out hotel room, which I did that video on. They waited and they said, "Oh, that's the last straw." Yeah, 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 yeah. Whatever. Whatever. They're clowns running around there. They're they're all no show jobs. They're whatever. What do they do over there? Well, maybe they are show up jobs, but I don't know. There's been investigations from the New York State Attorney General about what goes on. There's been other uh, things that some oversight that was they wanted, and everything else under the sun when it comes to that place. And it's too big of a political machine where it's a political party headquarters, and They don't want guys like me doing editorials to show how they rock and roll over there. They don't like it. How dare you? Freedom of speech, especially when they're on top of me left and right for unfounded reasons over and over and over again. Oh, why don't you check the videos first before you tap somebody on the shoulder and walk them around the place like Charles Manson? Why don't you check the videos first? Big J Biz, you think that any logical operation such as them, nah, let's just go mess with that Joe again. We'll walk him around like he's a freaking convict, and then we'll check the video later and go, oh, all right, yeah, okay. Really? Numerous times. Numerous times. They didn't like the fact that I put that video on there that got a ton of views on Facebook explaining about how their policies are on concerts and high traffic nights and where are the bouncers and am I safe in there and all that. They didn't like that editorial. They didn't like it. How dare you tell us how incompetent we are? How dare you tell us how incompetent we are? How dare you? Okay. So so I'm just gonna wait and see if I can get help in filing a lawsuit against them at the end of the day. In a week or so, if I can't put that into process, I'm just going to let it go. That's all. Let it go. I got other things to concentrate on. I was signing out of that dump due to all that harassment and discrimination. That's all. It's a complete rodeo over there. That's all it is. They know it. And they will probably just pay off those lawsuits because they don't want those plaintiffs coming into court and exposing them suits up there. You want them girls to sit on the witness stand and say, oh, well, Billy and Tom and Bob and this guy and that guy or whatever. You want them to have news cameras and news stations outside the courtroom? You think they want that publicity? You know, day 3 of the trial with Sally versus blah, blah. You think they want that? Just write the check. That's all. They just write the check and shh. That's all. So we're going to leave it at that. Just a quick little fill in. I got some things I got to do. I got a couple messages and I'm going to go have some fun and rock and roll. We're over 910 subscribers. We're getting there. T-minus 90 subs and we'll have 1,000. Holy Toledo. I appreciate you guys coming in here and helping me out. There's never a dull day, but that's life. And we have to take things in stride. And that's that. Whatever. Big J Biz, they barred me. They barred me. I got a letter. They barred me that due to my actions and conduct and comments that I did on Facebook and social media about that place and the tragic incident, I'm no longer welcome on the grounds. You are barred indefinitely, the truth serum. It's like the devil telling you you're barred from hell. It ain't terrible, bro. It ain't terrible. But if my rights were violated, I'm going to try to seek some legal counsel and see what actions I could take from this point on. If I can, that's fine. If I can't, that's fine. We're going to still rock and roll anyways. That's all. That's all there is to it. There's real casinos all over the place. That's all. So they don't like editorials and they don't like freedom of speech. They don't like it. Get that truth serum out of here right now. You are now barred from hell indefinitely. Oh, please let me back. Please, please. Where's my disguise? Where's my disguise? That's all there is to it. So I don't know if I can get legal counsel to just put a live lawsuit in against them. If anybody sees this video and they get a hold of me and they say, "Hey, all right, we'll take a shot. We'll do this. We'll do that. Win or lose." But this area, like I said, is so political motivated and infested that these lawyers and they're scared. I understand that's understandable, but there's nobody to say, yeah, I could help you out. You don't have to even put your name on the paper. Just show me what the protocol is, and I'll send the lawsuit in. A lawyer doesn't need to, or if I'm getting legal help, they don't need to write their name down on it. I just need somebody to hold my hand so I could find the right avenues, make sure everything's in place, and that's it. If it happens, it happens. And if I can't pull that off, then that's all right. We're going to 1,000 subscribers anyways. I got other things I gotta focus on, so that's all. So that's all there is to it. I'm gonna get on the road, and that's it. We're almost we're like 80 something subscribers away from 1,000, and we're just pumping them out. There's never a dull moment. We just keep doing this. I appreciate you guys for coming in here and helping me out. And when I signed out of the casino for a year, oh, it was nice. It was nice. Just not under that scrutiny, not being harassed all the time. It was nice. There was another casino I could go to over here, and it was nice. You walk in, there's nobody on top of you. You're just a regular patron, and nobody's approaching you with gibberish and everything. It was beautiful. It was Shangri-La. Walk in a place when you're not being harassed. You're, camera 3, there he goes. Pick him up on camera 9. Yeah, what's he doing now? Well, he's at the coffee machine. Oh, okay. Pick him up over there. Where's he now? Oh, well, he's sitting down at the machine. Pick him up. Oh, well. They're Pee Wee Herman knuckleheads in Mayberry, RFD, Batavia, New York, in that Twilight Zone county, politically infested. So we'll just see what happens from here. Take everything in stride. Everything happens for a reason. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. It ain't a blessing that I've been harassed and discriminated against. But if they tell you that you are barred from an evil organization, then that's a blessing. It's not a blessing of the total harassment that they've subjugated me to and exposed me to. Nonstop, unfounded. And we'll just take it from there. Everything's in place that when you see something that you might perceive as being negative, which I can never, my being discriminated against and harassed is a negative, yes, but out of negative things that happen, it leads to positive things where 3 months, 6 months down the road, you'll be like, geez, that worked out all right. Okay. So you have to look at things like sometimes where you just might say, oh, geez, oh. No. sometimes it's for the best down the road. And we just are thinking in the here and now. So you have to just be aware and realize that I've been blessed my whole life. I bless, Now my Facebook is Joseph Monty. My Facebook, Big J Biz, Monte. So we view things like that. So I already perceive that this letter as a blessing. And I knew it was coming after that editorial about the officer that lost his life on that property. But it's not a blessing when you're getting harassed and discriminated against constantly. But whether I could put a lawsuit together or not is one thing, but I still have to carry on and enjoy my life. Yeah, it pisses me off that them knuckleheads have been targeting me for such a long time, but that's expected from that type of organization. It's expected. So that's easy to process. I get in my car, I drive to wherever the hell I want to go. I didn't lose an ounce of sleep when I self-excluded out of there for a year. And there was another period of time I didn't go there for 6, 7 years. I could care less about the place. It's just go, kill time, talk to a couple friends, blah, blah, blah. That's it. I could do that at a million other places. So, I won't be wearing any disguises and trying to trespass on that sacred property known as Batavia Downs. You see how twisted that they are? But that's the nature of the beast. That's all there is to it. So, that is that. Any other questions? Any other questions? We got one over there. Hey, you. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm going to tell you folks another thing. And as a Christian, Jesus calling and how I was brought up and, love your enemies, blah, blah, blah. And I know, even though those suits and everything could care less about me, nobody stuck up for me over there. Nobody stuck up anytime, and they've ever apologized for anything that they've done. I understand that. And I understand that. And there's things that have came to my attention that I haven't brought up yet on social media or anything else, because I know that their behaviors and conduct and everything against me are wrong. But I know that these knuckleheads got families and spouses and husbands and wives, and I know that. And I could speak on things, truths. There's truths that I could speak on that wouldn't constitute like libel. That wouldn't be libel. And there are things during with people in pretty high places there that I could expose. But even with them barring me and harassing me and violating my constitutional rights, I still think like a Christian to say, if I went to do that stuff, there would be spouses and people that were brokenhearted and lead to a lot of domestic chaos and things pertaining to those matters, which are facts, that which are facts. Because I think ahead so much because of the prior harassment they had at me on me that I did take my phone at times in certain places and press the record button and put it in my pocket. And I did put the phone in my pocket when things were going on or things might have been uttered. I did do that, which might be foul or whatever, but when in Rome, you got to deal like the Romans. So there were certain things and conversations and other types of things that I might have uh, documented in certain ways, whether it's the phone or not. But I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there because right now there's sexual harassment cases going on against those people, and they got to unpack that. And then I could be a real, if I wanted to, in lieu of the way they've been treating me for years, unfounded. Every time they went to the video cameras, they were like, well, he didn't do anything. Or just harassment coming from a couple people up there. See, they just think I'm just some airheaded guy that just comes in, blows his money, and everything else. I'm a thinker. I'm a thinker. I'm a chess player. I'm 2 moves ahead of them at all times. I knew that letter was coming. I knew it was coming. I'll benefit from that letter one way or another. But I don't want to single certain people out and say, well, here, get a load of this, folks. Get a load of this. Get a load of that. And cause people that have children, maybe teenage kids or whatever, and then they're going to have to go through them trials and tribulations. I'll take it on the chin as a Christian to just say, thank you, God, for bringing me back to life. If that's loving your enemy, then give me an A+ on that, because I'm not going to get into that. So, I look at things differently. Yeah, I'm pissed off for being harassed and my rights being violated, but then I look at things in another through a different lens, that I'm not perfect, other people aren't perfect, and is it my place? Well, Joe, it is your place. They're railroading you. Well, but the Bible principle says whatever. You got to accept it, Joe, and you still got to just love your enemies. So I look at things from human thinking, and then you look at things from spiritual precepts and the things that Jesus said. And then you get a contradiction of, oh, well, let them know good, well, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So, that's but they play hardball like that, and I don't know, I mean, I don't want to break up a family unit if there's things that I expose or not, or if there are things that I could allegedly expose or don't expose. But if there's family units with a husband, wife, and children, you know what? As a Christian, do I want to break that up because they picked on me? They discriminated on me. They harassed me. They violated my freedom of speech, or you just say you got to be a good Christian, Joe, and just say, well, that's that. You can rise up in your world, and you know, you just rise up and progress from there. So, because when you're mad and peed off, that's one thing, and then you start talking about some of these people over there, and then you say, well, there's a lot more to it where you want to be careful because I don't want to see there might be a wife crying or a husband mad about this. Yeah, I don't want to see that. I don't want to, I don't, I'm not, I don't want to roll like that. I try to spread love and compassion. So, you know, thank you, Philly Bob. So that's that. I mean, you take things in stride and you keep rocking on. There's bumps and hurdles and things that you gotta navigate your way through, but you gotta just keep going forward. I trust in the angels in the universe. I trust in the angels in the universe. So I'm I'm good. It's good. Yeah. Yeah, there's Seneca, Del Lago, uh I like Presque Isle. I like going down there. Hmm. Mauricio, I already explained all that, bro. It was unfounded. I explained that in the other. What if her claim against you would have stuck? What claim? She said I videotaped her. I didn't videotape her. I didn't videotape her. So you got to take things in stride. I'm blessed. I know the road is going to lead to my goals and whatever I'm trying to achieve. And the world is a vampire. But you know what? You got to roll. Hmm. Yeah, where you located, BMX? So that's all I'm saying here. I don't want to get, oh, Pittsburgh, okay. Because then if I say something like that, then they'll try to come at me with libel, but then it would have to be uh, bringing people and witnesses in and cause all this chaos, which I don't want to entertain, which I do not want to entertain that chaos. If I have a lawsuit and I'm approaching it in a certain manner, I just want some certain things to be documented and alleviated and set a timestamp. That's all. But I'm barred indefinitely, so we ain't got to worry about any more future harassment there. I can retaliate and say, "Oh, really? My freedom of speech? Well, how about if I speak some facts about what I know to be true about some of those people that rock and roll over there? You want to really get down to the nitty gritty? You want to get down to the nitty gritty and really rock and roll, and we could sort it all out in court and bring witnesses in left and right. If you really want to get down to the nitty gritty." Because one thing they could only guess at is what evidence I have. They don't know if I have evidence or not, if they want to get down to the nitty gritty. Maybe I'm bluffing. Maybe I'm just bluffing. That's all. Maybe I'm bluffing. So That's that. Uh, the New York Jets, ain't nobody driving out to Del Lago. And thank you, the New York Jets. I ain't driving out to Del Lago and wasting $40 in gas to go out there, bro, to that dump. It's the truth, sir, my main man. The New York Jets 15. Were you in here before, bro? Were you in here before? The New York Jets 15. No. So that's my position. That's my feelings about what happened there and everything. And but if I did have evidence, I don't, if you go in and bring these witnesses in and they make statements and all that chaos. I'm 60 years old. I just want to rock and roll, go to the beach this spring, go to Florida, have some fun, go to real casinos and live. That's all. Live and enjoy. Uh, then well, you got to go here and do this proceeding, that proceeding, and do all that. And there's spouses and children that might be involved, and you're just gonna keep unpacking this Batavia Downs, and it's ain't no good. It's no good. I want to get a lawyer to file the paperwork so it could set a precedent and a timestamp. Wherever the lawsuit goes, it would go. So, you know, the Vegas casinos are just the best casinos. That's all. The Vegas casinos. New York State casinos, just riffraff dumps. That's all. Mm. Thank you, New York Jets 15. So, yeah, New York State casinos. I've been going to Vegas and Atlantic City and Hard Rock. I mean, real places where you're not under the microscope and you're not being harassed. And if you said something about the Hard Rock or Atlantic to Baylor, they say what you want. Freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. So, yeah. I mean, there's enough sexual allegations that are going to be tried in court against them people at Batavia Downs. I mean, there's girls that came out with sexual harassment allegations against those people. Those families are going to have to go through that. But those girls have a right to say, hey, whatever, if there was things that were going on, hey, so they have a right to that. I have a right to stick up for myself. But whether it happens or not, I got to move on and just continue to do my thing. That's all there is to it. I don't plan on being in this geographical area that much longer, anyways, for that matter. So it is what it is. So we'll just see what happens. Um, we'll just keep rocking on. That's all there is to it. Excuse me. So we'll leave it at that. Thank you, folks. There's Mario, Super Mario Mendez. Rewind the video and it'll explain what this video is about. My good man. Thank you for supporting me. Super Mario, David BMX, Mauricio, the New York Jets 15, Joe Ruffino, Leon Swan, Big J Biz. I thought my man Jimbo Slice come in here too. John Bloodwater, thanks, man. Mo Ali, he comes in, he pops in. Moelle. Buy stocks. All right. That's cool, folks. Paul D. 412. Michael Candinas. And my cousine, Jimbo Slice. All right. I got a lot of things I got to do today and get on the ball. And I just wanted to connect to my people and do that. Thank you, John Bloodwater. It sounds like a linebacker, John Bloodwater. And on the tackle, John Bloodwater, his 75th tackle of the season. So that's that, folks. There were some defensive players that had blood in their name years ago. I'm dating myself. Be the kings and queens of the world. Don't give up. Defend yourself and stick up for your rights when it's necessary. The world is a vampire. It's going to try to smash you up and everything. But we gotta process it right and stay focused. Remember, we're going to leap to the lily pad in front of us, and we can't keep looking behind or we're going to miss the lily pad. All right. John, Raven? You got to throw Raven in there now, John? Wow. Why do names fascinate me? I got this thing about names. Names are fascinating. Yeah. Yeah. A blockbuster hit starting John Raven Bloodwater. His 7th blockbuster movie. Now admitted to the Hall of Fame, the NFL Hall of Fame, is John Raven Bloodwater. 14 years All-Pro. All right. Let's rise up together. Notification bell, like button. You've already did the comments. Thank you. Subscribe, like, share, everything. So that's that. We're going to come back in. We're going to do some more serial killing stuff. And there's some other things that mob stuff. Some mob stuff. We'll get some Scooby snacks in there with a couple mob things that we're going to speak on and everything. And keep going. We're just going to try to keep going. So thank you. God bless. Universe bless you guys and your family, and we rise up in every aspect of our lives. Thank you, folks. See you soon.